Hello everyone. My Genius Hour project is over a programming language called J. Um, J is a more of a calculator than any other type of programming language that's typically used. It has a large focus on arrays and the manipulation of those arrays. So you're probably really excited to learn about it. So here we go. The programs that I've written right here are off of a website called Project Euler, or not Euler, Euler, sorry. And this is just a big list of programming challenges, and some of the challenges are difficult with J because it doesn't allow systematic testing like Java or Python or another language like that. But yeah. So the first Project Euler question is, quote, if we list all the natural numbers below 10 that are multiples of 3 or 5, we get 3, 5, 6, and 9. The sum of these multiples is 23. Find the sum of all the multiples of 3 or 5 below 1000. So the first thing that we do is I dot 1000. And what this does is this creates an array containing all the digits from 1 to 1000. It cuts off at 88 because my screen's not big enough. The next thing we do is what this command does, I guess, is it looks at the remainder when each of these numbers is divided by 3. So obviously when 0 is divided by 3, it's 0. When 3 is divided, or when 2 is divided by 3, the remainder is 1. So yeah, you get the point. And we can do the same thing with 5 because that's the other thing we have to run. Now, what we need for these is we need the ones that are 0 because those are the ones that are evenly divisible by 3 and 5. To do this, we can use 0, e dot, and then just do the same thing. And that list replaces everything with the remainder of 0 for 1 in the array. And obviously, I mean, we can do the same thing with 3. And yeah. Now what we have to do is combine the two arrays so that we can get them all in the same pane. And all that is oops, gotta put it in parentheses. With the plus dot. And this combines the two arrays, so anywhere where there's a 1 in either of them, there's now a 1. Now the next thing we do is multiply this whole array by the first array. And what this does is it multiplies every number that's divisible by 3 or 5 by 1. And so it allows us to, put oh, you'll see in a second. And all this is multiplying. It's the asterisk. There you go. Now what we do is we add all of these numbers in this array together, which gives us the sum of all the numbers that are evenly divisible by 3 and 5 below 1000. There it is. So now in an effort to speed up the typing and all that stuff, I'm just going to record it previously and play it faster. So this one, the challenge is to find the difference between the sum of the squares of the first 100 natural numbers and the square of the sum. So if there is the I dot 100 is the same thing as before. Adding 1 increases it by 1, so it starts with 1, not with 0. And then again, plus divided by, or plus slash, adds them all up. And so this is really just getting the two separate parts of the equation. The sum of the squares of the first 100 natural numbers and the square of the sums. And that's a lot of what this is. And I had some trouble with syntax here because, yeah, it just wasn't working. So yep. The caret 2 is obviously that number there squared. Yeah. I tried to make this go faster, but didn't realize how long it took me the first go around. what's happening here is I struggle with syntax, and it's wonderful and amazing, and I'm sure you're all glad to watch it. There we go. And eventually I figured it out, and that's what it is. It was really just kind of the same ideas, just in a different way. So the next challenge here is to find the sum of the digits in the number 100 factorial. So bang, which is question mark, or not question mark, sorry, exclamation point, 100 just gives us 100 factorial. And adding the x on the end brings it out to the entire thing. And what I just did was I separated all of the characters into an array, which is like the first things, and then I listed them as single characters. So there they are in a column, and then here it's in a row. And basically all that happens after that is I just add them all together, and it gives us the sum. After I fix things, because typos. And there we go. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I know I sure had a blast recording it. So, yeah.